Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I'm here to take your 12 questions at 12 o'clock every day, Chicago time. Hello from Chicago. And only political questions, though. I don't do personal questions here, and I don't do personal readings. So we're just here to look at the crazy news and to just see what we can kind of check in with the collective energy and see what we can pick up. So none of this is 100% accurate. That isn't how this works. But for those who believe, as I do, that there is a collective energy, and this is part of our spiritual beliefs, to connect with the collective energy and just check in with it and try to just interact with it more and whatnot. So that's kind of what we do here. If these aren't your beliefs, it's just an entertainment. We don't hide much. So anyway, and when you believe that there's a collective energy and all of our souls are pieces of the divine and we are all forever connected, you start realizing you really can't hide much. Because someone who's good at moving around the collective energy can just decide to go, yeah, I wonder what's over here. You kind of start living in a glass house. It's kind of the beliefs. Oh well. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. This evening I should be on. I've got my as usual at at noon. I've got this at 4 o'clock Chicago time. I'll be over on Book Art Media to do the four 25-minute creative sprints. So just bring whatever creative thing you do, any project, any type, and we just work on it for 25 minutes, and then we encourage each other for 3 minutes, and then we work some more. I do that every day at 4. But right after that, I'm not sure. I think it's at 6 o'clock. I don't have the link yet, and I don't have the time. But Johnny over at Tarot's Apprentice and is getting together, myself and some others, and we're not going to do readings. We're going to talk about, he's calling them soul conversations. And so today's topic is going to be tarot and divination. And I'm going to get to meet Lena. I'm very excited. I've never met Lena. I'm very, very, very excited. I am an intrepid viewer. Yes, I am. And proud of it. So, but I'll be over there. It's not readings, just talking. And he sent all of us some questions about how we view it, and how we got started, and what kind of impediments do we run into from other people who think it's evil somehow, or so it should be really interesting. But that's going to be tonight. And in 2 weeks, I'll be back on his channel. We're going to be talking about toxic people. So, so we have this, then the creative sprints, then over at Tarot's Apprentice, I think it's about 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, I think. And then tomorrow, during this regular noon time, I'm going to have as many people on who are willing to show up. And we're going to be reading about 50 years in the future, 2071. And I'm hoping it won't be bad. We'll get through it, whatever it is. But I'm just like, oh, climate change. But anyway, we'll get through it. Charles says, will there be a live chat with Johnny? Oh, it is live, I believe, this evening at 6 or whatnot. It is live, I believe. So that'll be this evening. So yes, tomorrow is going to be 50 years in the future. 2071 is the theme, because tomorrow is my 50th birthday. So, the days are just packed. So, all right. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. I put this lipstick on. It was like, boy, I'm feeling, it's the 90s again. T.M. Davis saying, I've known Tara's apprentice, Johnny, almost as long as you. Well, I'm just so glad you guys are here. I so look forward to talking to you. Stephen Haggerty, 2071, the cards will be waterlogged. Yeah, kind of worried about that, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, let me pull up the questions for today. Bum, bum, bum. So the more you know, the more you know. Sorry, I was so off key there. So if I don't know why that did that, but trying to refresh this page so I can get the questions. Here we go. All right, now we're cooking with gas. All right, here and so we are starting out with my happy place. We're going to my happy place. That's where we're going. It's sad, but true. Today at 6 minutes and 30 seconds in, we're going to my happy place, which is the new grand jury in New York City. So the question is, well, the news is the Manhattan District Attorney has convened a new grand jury to weigh potential further charges in a case involving Trump org, said a person familiar with the matter. Should this be my happy place? No. Is it? Oh, heck yeah. Because I'm human and I want justice. And I do not feel bad about that at all. Courts, evidence, broken laws, prison. Simple enough. I don't want anybody getting hurt. I don't want anybody dying. I don't want any of that. I just want justice. So, grand jury. Now, here's the thing. I think it was it Rachel last night? I think it was Rachel Maddow last night, was saying that the last grand jury met for 6 months. And from the time they convened until the time they came out with the charges against Weisselberg and Trump org was about 5 weeks. Well, this is just starting now at the beginning of November. And, you'd think there might be some delays around Christmas. Maybe. But remember, Andre at Astrology Alert was saying that when Jupiter moved into Pisces back in May, June, that's when the Weisselberg stuff came out. Well, Jupiter went into retrograde, back down to Pisces, back into Aquarius, and then we got crickets, just silence. Well, Jupiter goes back into Pisces for good, or at least until it's, gets to the next sign, gets to Aquarius. No, Pisces. Gets to Aries. Duh. December 28th. Happy New Year. It might be a wonderful new year. So anyway, let's have a look about the second grand jury in New York that Cy Vance has pulled together. Stephen Haggerty saying justice must move faster. Geez Louise. Yep. So, let's have a look. Put on your shoes and socks. We're going to New York. Grand jury. Sitting. Oh my gosh. A lot of sitting, a lot of aching. Oh, a lot of aching backs. Why am I getting that? I don't know. A lot of sitting. A lot of sighing. A lot of people like, should the charges be brought? Yes. Yes. Why is it taken? Why did nobody notice this before? So advances second grand jury, special grand jury about Trump and Trump org. No cards right off the top. They've got it set up. They've got things perfectly organized. And having gone through the last grand jury, they they know how to present this particular case more effectively. So, oops, couldn't see the image. Out in the cold. The moneyed out in the cold. That's the card for the reading, so let's see what happens. Eight of Wands, Six of Cups, the Moon, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. So this has been their mode of operating. They've been running this grift for a long time. This is the family, very insular. There were stories even way back when, even before Trump was. I mean, when Trump was first talking about running in starting to run in 2015 or whenever it was, the Trump kids at lunchtime, they wouldn't like go out and meet people or friends or do something. They'd all eat together in Trump Tower. They're very, very isolated, very insular situation. And this is just howling at the moon. Just it feels like just taking the blocks away from the whole company. Okay, this is illegal. Okay, this is illegal. This, you can't have that. That's illegal. This is illegal. And they're just like, but I'm rich and I'm white and I'm a Trump. You can't do that to me. And you know how I feel about that. Anyway, very just puts everything, the whole thing is just that far from toppling over. Not literally. And we don't want any buildings toppling. No. But the company. And this is not the only investigation. Because we know there are many, many more. Hello, Linda. Okay. So, are we going to have a Merry Christmas? Are they going to give us a Merry Christmas? Is this the Santa grand jury? Because we've been very nice. We have. They have been very naughty. So is this going to be our Christmas present? That would make me very happy. So I was about to start singing Christmas is Coming, but then it was like the what is getting fat? Oh, yeah, I don't want to sing that. Somebody's getting a lump of coal. That's a lack. That's a lack of money. That's a lack of resources. Somebody's getting a lump of coal. Hello, Justice, my old friend. Justice is a woman. She's not happy. Queen of Wands. Four of Wands. Knight of Cups. Five of Wands. Okay, we might have to wait. There's something here. I think it might be something about the kids. Something about the kids. That's their base of power. That's my card from Mar-a-Lago, which isn't necessarily the building. It can just be Trump's. It could be Trump Tower. It can be, his golf courses. Whatever his base of power is. Actually, what's here? Those are Democratic knights, and this is people on the far right, kind of causing chaos and turning on each other. And this right here, this is more the January 6th committee. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. I appreciate that. Happy almost birthday. I'll be out tomorrow, so I won't catch your show. So hugs. May your dreams come true. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. It's very cheesy, and I'll probably say something like this tomorrow. But there was a time a few years ago where I was not in a good place, and if I didn't talk to my best friend Sarah, I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't have anybody to talk to, and things were just so bad, and I was so isolated. And if I could go back in time and tell that person that I would be here on YouTube every day with you wonderful, kind people, appreciating my effort, just saying, hey, that's pretty, or that's nice. It means more than you know. All right, pull myself together. We're going back to my happy place. Trump being held accountable in the judicial system. That's my happy place. Okay. This is January 6th. And that's big justice. That is major arcana justice, but that's not Trump. That's people around Trump. And something about so let's see about January. Let's check on January. Happy New Year. Teresa Ford. I know we don't say it because it's emotional and stuff, but we really do love you and think of you as our friend. Think of you as my friend too. Okay. Have a great day, Linda. All right. January 2022. January 2022. Because, and I write everything down in my planner. There's something astrological coming in. There's something astrological coming in January, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Oh, thank you, Jean. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Jean. All right, January. Happy New Year. Thank you, Dragon Lady. Two of, okay, communications. Communications. Something Trump communicated. Okay. All right. Okay, that's a card for the reading. What do we got here? Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Marilyn. King of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, this is Trump, the patriarch of the family. Ace of Pentacles. Hello, Chad. Hanging Chad. And right between us making huge amounts of money and the victory of the far right in the center of it, Major Arcana suspended. The patriarch, the family, the big money, the future victory, suspended. That makes me happy. Happy New Year, everybody. So it looks like December might be pretty good too. So, and any time after, and don't forget November 19th. Sorry, here's doing a thing and it gets in my face. November 19th. Full moon, partial eclipse. It's going to hit Trumpy. That's the day that Jupiter moves out from protecting him. Good days are coming. All right. Thank you, Jean. Okay, so at 23. Another possibly happy place. At 23 minutes. All right. Those of you in the UK, this does not mean here what it means there. So if you're going to giggle like a 10-year-old, just get it out of your system. But for the rest of us, will Fulton County District Attorney Fanni Willis come for Lindsey Graham as well as Trump? Because I forgot about this. Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger stood firm Monday on his account that Senator Lindsey Graham had hinted that he, Raffensperger, should try to discard some ballots in Georgia, where a recount was underway after the state went for President Joe Biden. Quote, he asked if the ballots could be matched back to the voters, Raffensperger told CNN's Wolf Blitzer. Quote, and then I got the sense it implied that then you could throw those out for if you look at the counties with the highest frequency of error of signatures. So that's the impression I got. He later added, it was just an implication of, look hard and see how many ballots you could throw out. All right, that isn't a smoking gun, but that's somebody who heard a shot. Yes, Electra, but in the UK, it means something completely different, and it is incredibly rude. So I have to be careful. It is a good name. So, District Attorney Fanni Willis Are you going after Lindsey Graham? Lindsey, that rancid mint julep himself. She wasn't kidding. Where was it? Was this, is this here? Oh, when there was an article that Kristen brought, when Trump fired off a letter in September demanding that Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger decertify the election, criminal investigators in Georgia were paying attention. Well, I went and read the article. Fanni Willis, she said, get me the original letter, including the envelope it came in. She's not playing. So let's look at Lindsey, and then maybe we'll look at Trump. God bless her. Rainy Hajjah says, done my laughing here in the UK. Okay, that's a prosecutor. That would be a district attorney. Yeah, Fulton County District Attorney. 9 of Swords. Page of Pentacles. It's interesting to look on this person's face. Like, it's mine. Or it's like a magic trick where it's suddenly like, here's a vote. Here's 11,781 votes. So, card fell. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Hold, please. Come on. Oh, Hermit. Okay. We'll get there. So, legal worry, or just worry, actually, it could be worry about the election. This is people we've never heard about before suddenly being thrust up into the spotlight of, because the high ups in the federal government are telling them what to do. This is isolation, but can also be very careful study. There is a Queen of Pentacles right there, and there is a 7 of Cups. It is going to be a harder case to bring against Lindsey. Trying to discredit Republicans. Oh, he's a never Trumper. Oh, it's politically motivated. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all lies. So 3 more cards. Oh, Lindsey. Oh, Lindsey. Lindsey. Why, I do declare, you are a traitor to your country, sir. Who becomes emperor? What was it at stake? I was just going to do 3. I did 5. All right. Oh, it's lies, I tell you. There's a prosecutor. There is, it's part of the case can be made because it was part of a bigger conspiracy. And there's that again. The pawns And again, I shuffled. It's part of a bigger conspiracy. That's what that's saying. So, oh, poor Lindsey. All right, at 30-30, let's look at Trump. Trump. And District Attorney, Fulton County District Attorney, Willis. Oh, my description's too long. Okay, let me get rid of that. To make space for all the questions. There we go. All right. Thank you, Marby. Thank you. Thank you. All right, it's just 31 now. Oops, I'm lost. I'm like that ant at the beginning of Ants. The leaf just drifts down right in front of him. Oh, I'm lost. Yeah, that's me. Okay. 130. All right, Trumpy Wumpy. Is a well-educated, well-spoken African-American woman going to nail your narcissistic rear end legally? I'm getting this image of her. She's like looking at it. It's like a puzzle. And it isn't like she can't crack it. It's more like, what is the best way to do this? Very nice. Jolie says, I'm just in time for looking at Sniffy. Page of Cups. Okay. Let's see what that's about. Oh, the Republican victory. There's a burden. So I've got an Ace of Pentacles. I've got a 10 of Wands. I've got a Death card right in the middle. Not literal death. 6 of Cups and, again, 9 of Swords. That is an impassioned speech. This cannot stand the destruction of our democracy. Wow. This feels like getting up in front of the judge and making a speech that should go down through the ages. And the nostalgia of the things we've taken for granted. People worrying. Real legal worries. It's looking really bad for them, but I'm not getting... And she's got that letter as well from September, and I'm guessing that's this September. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be the September before. Thank you, Sandy. Oh, is Santa here? Hello, Santa. You gearing up for the season? Santa, would someone do me a kindness and tell me what deck she's currently using? It's in the description box. This is the Art Nouveau Tarot. It's fantastic. It is absolutely gorgeous. So, and I have all the decks I use listed in alphabetical order in the description. So, And who wouldn't want to do you a kindness, Santa? You're so kind to so many, and an inspiration to many. Okay. Oh, Trumpy. All right, what kind of lump of coal are you going to get? To Donald J. for Genius Trump. Okay, potentially we could be very happy, but let's not. That's just a card for the reading. Let's not jump to conclusions. There's enough evidence to make a case. Oh, yeah. Like, it's unreal. It's like, oh, wait, and there's more. Oh, and then there's this, and then there's these. The messages sent, the phone calls, the witnesses. It keeps coming down to this Page of Cups. Who is this Page of Cups? Page of Cups. Who could the Page of Cups be? Santa says, I do love spreading the joy. Well, you do. Thank you, Orange. I appreciate that. What happens to Trump? Donald J. Trump. Georgia election. Well, we know he's a fool. He just does whatever he wants. 10 of Swords. He loses the case. Very much so. Okay. He loses the case. He's hemmed. Odd. I'm getting these terrible cards that if on anybody else, I'd say he's going to prison. Or house arrest at least, or I don't know what. Something. He's hemmed in legally. Tightly. But the energy is flat. Still fighting, appeal. What lawyers are still working for him? You guys are idiots. You're never going to get paid. 3 of Wands. Appeals don't work. Appeals do not work. Oh, nay. Mm-mm. Not even a little. So, what happens to Trump? A lot of different things are going to hit him from different sides. He's already going to be financially shaky. Communication, far right, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's all I'm getting. I'm just going to go with what the cards say. But the energy is strangely flat. But we do know he's out of office. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Trumpy. You will not be missed by me. I will not miss you in any way, shape, or form. Neither will the children whose lives you destroyed. Just saying. Okay. We are at 40 minutes. Okay. Apparently right now, unless you guys have heard something here recently, apparently Jeffrey Clark is in front of the January 6th committee. And look, I understand why the January 6th committee is keeping so much behind the scenes, but at what point can the people start seeing this stuff? I know they want to keep a lot of it behind the scenes because they don't want people to be able to coordinate with answers, but anyway, Jeffrey Clark is testifying for the January 6th committee. How is that going to go? Oh, Jeffrey Clark. Jeffrey Clark. He's okay. He pushed election fraud claims. We know that. Just having a look at the news. Yeah, okay. Former mid-level lawyer at the Department of Justice, implicated in Trump's pressure campaign. All righty. He was, please correct me if I'm wrong, my understanding is he was the one working for Trump, and Trump was talking about trying to make Clark Attorney General, because he was willing to push the fraud claims. 1 second. Sorry, it's getting a little dark in here. There we go. There, that's better. All right. Mandy of Merrimack says they've interviewed over 150 people. You'd think they'd have something to share. Yeah. Yep. Now, if they start interviewing the big guys, the senators or Trump in private, that is not going to be good. Okay. I wonder if they're going to, like in the impeachment, I wonder if they're going to hire a lawyer to specifically ask these questions of Trump. But I don't know. I don't even know if they're going to make it public. But the card on the bottom of the reading right now, yeah. Teresa Ford said, yes, I had all kinds of info to share about Hillary. GM Dave is saying when the levee breaks, Trump's world will crumble. I think you're right. So, Jeffrey Clark. Okay, what it feels like, for what it's worth, what it feels like is the committee knows more than he thought they did. He was going to try to spin, deflect, and he's called out like, it's like, oh, I'm getting this kind of feeling like, oh, Barbara, it's your birthday tomorrow too. Hello, fellow November 6er. Electra Storm says after the 19th, when Jupiter stops helping Trump, maybe the January 6 people will share some info. I hope so. Cheryl Ward is saying that Benny said that the next 20 won't be anybody from Congress. Okay, fair enough. So, Jeffrey Clark's testimony, that does not look good for him. Somebody came to me and they were like, okay, I'm going to have to testify in front of Congress. How's it going to go? You're worried. What did you do? Because you were really worried. Ten of Wands, Seven of Swords, Moon. At this point, I'd be trying to make a joke of it. Like, oh, honey, what'd you do? What did you do? Six of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Yeah, he did a lot. He tried to move mountains to steal the election for Trump. Chaos. He thinks he can, and that's the plan, is to just give a little. Just minimal information. One-word answers if you can. Okay. So, what effect is Jeffrey Clark's testimony going to have? Whoa! And Pooh was right over there, and he just looked up like he was cleaning his paw, and he looked up like. Sorry, this thing fell. You're fine, silly. You're fine. You're fine. Ooh. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so incoming, yes. What effect will Jeffrey Clark's testimony to the January 6th Select Committee have? No effect. To be able to sit there with a big tub of popcorn. That would be awesome. Texas Boo-Boo is hilarious. That is true. Santa says, I thought it was a UFO for a second. Boho in Mexico is saying Jeffrey Clark is heading for total ruination. We don't use that word enough. Ruination. I like it. And he should go to jail. Considering what he is alleged to have done, oh, heck yeah. Stick to the plan, stick to the plan, stick to the plan. Uh-huh. I shuffled. You saw me shuffle. Nine of Swords, Tower. What effect is Jeffrey Clark's testimony in front of the January 6th Select Committee going to have? Who is this Page of Cups? Right in the center. Unless it's just a pawn, but Democratic pawn. I don't. Knight of Wands. Oh yes, we're going to fight back. It's part of the plan to be the big. Yeah, it's part of the plan to be the big knight on the far right to do the thing. And right underneath, I love this. Right underneath the plan is the committee saying, "Oh nay." But no, seriously, the last card for the reading. This. We're going to do the thing. And it's not going to work. This is not going to go well for you. I keep getting this Page of Cups. Boho in Mexico saying, oh yes, we love the tower. I don't... This is not going to go well for them. It just isn't. But this Page of Cups keeps coming up. Any hint who the Page of Cups is? Are these just pawns that were used? Emotional pawns. Or... Boho in Mexico says, looks like ruination for him. GM Dave says Some bad cards for the traders. Pence. Oh, nay, nay. Canadian flip-flop, says Pence. Leslie Seaman says karma. Jean A says maybe a whistleblower. Bingo. That's what it is. It's a whistleblower. Teresa Ford, some intern who was quietly taking notes. Communications. What is this page? 9 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Justice. Death card. 10 of Swords. Whatever communications you had going on here about losing the election and fighting back, and it's just so on the defensive, feeling beaten up, all of this. This is what's coming for the traders. Okay, so will the what is it at 51:45 45. Let's add in which will make it 52. Will the select committee it's just select committee / DOJ go harder on organizers in government, especially high ups, more than the anti insurrectionists. Spell that. I'm just letting it go. Insurrectionists on the ground. Let's have a look at that. Oh, Hippie Sue, by the way, Hippie Sue, you asked, is the NRA going to be held accountable for illegally funneling millions of funds to the Republicans? I believe I read on that yesterday. Okay, so you can just look for that. All right. And we're at actually 53:30. Oops, takes me time to type that out. So at 53:30. Insurrection. Random typing. So the January 6th committee and the DOJ go harder on the high ups and the people in government than they have been going after the people who were on the ground, who actually broke into the building. Teresa Ford says that would be a nice change of pace. Thank you for helping. Thank you for helping me. Hello, Roland. All right, January 6th DOJ. Little smacks on the wrist, or are you going to go hard after people who organized an insurrection to destroy our democracy? Maybe you should try that. That would be awesome. K, thanks. KTHX. K, thanks. January 6th Select Committee and the DOJ. Really go harder on the organizers, the big names, the high ups. People who absolutely made a vow to protect the Constitution and then completely betrayed it. We'll see what that means. Okay. Page of Pentacles, Star, Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords, Seven of... The cards are good. Seven of Wands. The cards are good. This is my important seat. This is my importance. It's like, I don't care how much you think you own your place in the government and your power, but you don't. But I'm the star. Well, star, you can face some consequences because you will be held accountable in a serious way as a warning to others who might try this. All right. That's what the cards are saying. A little worried about this, though. Let me see if I can get any more information. Because I don't just want to see what I want to see. Heaven knows, we have seen enough times in the readings where good things happen to bad people. It's hard to be in the material world. We'll make it. We'll get through it. So, your Hollies, your Trumps, your Boberts and Marjorie Trader Greens, and your, again, what does that mean? That means something. This is disbelief in what, disbelief that they, this is disbelief that the Republicans lost. That's what that is. We have to form a plan. We have to get, we have to audit things. We have to do something about this. We must win. We must win. Well, no, actually, you must, some of you must go up the river to prison because of this lie. That's what that is. That is the big lie. Okay, I have a card for the big lie. Linda Johnson says they broke their oath of office and should be expelled. Absolutely. That should have happened in January, but that's just me. Okay, so I got a card for the big lie. Good. Communication. Ugh. They're Aryan race garbage. Yeah. Okay, I've got some people, and I'm getting some sharp energy, like the hammer coming down on some people. The cards are saying people will get more than a slap on the wrist. We'll see. We'll see. We haven't seen much of that yet, but that's what the cards are saying. And the whole point of the cards is to get past your biases as much as possible. So, okay. We are at almost 1 hour even. Thank you again for being here. Okay. 1 hour. If I had a question, we don't look at Ivana very often. I had a question. Does Ivana know more about Trump and associates than Eva Braun? Does wife number one know more about what Trump's, who he's been dealing with, what he's known, what underhanded things, what mafia beds he was getting into, then Ava, I don't care, do you, Braun? Teresa Ford says, you betcha she does. Are you from Minnesota? I lived in Minnesota. So, and I love that whole Minnesota thing. You betcha. I love that. Anyway. Ivana. Does Ivana know more about Trump, illegality, and garbage than Melania? Disappointment. I think they're both just a little bit disappointed with Trump, with Donald. I can't imagine why. 10 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. Well, she was Ivana was still there during when the first of the 6 bankruptcies came through, wasn't she? When did they break up? I can't remember. Strength, 2 of Pentacles, Judgment. Okay. What this goes back to is things that I've been reading on Ivana off and on for several years now. She's pretty much, she is for every pot there's a little lid, and she is Trump's little lid. They're really perfect for each other. They're not good together for the world, because he's not good for the world. But they're both strong women. But Ivana, they're both Ivana has her own money now because she got her settlements in the past. But she's very much about the money, and we know Melania is all about the money. Did you see the expressions they caught of Melania when they went to that baseball game? Where she's smiling, smiling, smiling. And then Trump says something, and she goes, they're about the money. You try to trust him, he'll just leave you flat out. I don't have a lot here about business. I just have they're caught up in their own worlds. It feels like in the end, when everything is revealed, I think what will happen is Ivana or Melania, or these people will be able to go, oh yeah, or Ivana, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, is that what that was? Oh, yeah, I thought that was, but I wasn't going to say anything. That's kind of what I'm getting. These are both incredibly materialistic, selfish, self-centered human beings. They do love their kids. I'll give them that. The energy is very clear on that. They do love their children. But that's about it. Yeah. It's not that they're incapable of love like a malignant narcissist would be. It's that they just If it is not their child or directly benefiting them, meh. Meh. Whew. Okay. All right. I see your question, or I see your comments. So, I'm not going to read them out loud, but thank you. Thank you for sharing your thoughts there. All right. At 1:05:30, Electra had a question. 1:05:30. Will Dominion voting machines be replaced in red states with those that have a patent owned by Ivanka Trump? Because Ivanka Trump, we know, has patents on things like voting machines and coffins. Well, with your father, those do come in handy now, don't they? How many Americans have died because of this man? How many children's lives have been destroyed? Oh, I just want to watch this man go down. Legally. I just legally want to watch this man go down. Just in flames. Legal flames. Not real flames. Legal flames. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Okay. Okay, so now we're at 1:07. Okay, so Ivanka. Well, the Dominion voting machines, or basically, are they trying to replace voting machines in various states with voting machines they can control? They would like to. It's not possible. The people who are in charge of election integrity take it very seriously in too many places. Trying to knock down those Democratic votes. Oh, you thought you had 5? No, knock down. No, you only have 2. Card for the reading. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. I wonder if that's our whistleblower intern, whoever this is. But plans revealed, perhaps? Boy, you start proving that, you really can put some people in jail. Page of Wands, 5 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. There's Trumpy, causing chaos. They want to, but it feels like this is happening outside, whereas inside the building where the machines are, they can't get to them somehow. So that leads back to Ivanka. Does Ivanka did she buy patents to voting machines like this for nefarious purposes? Carol Bolzone is saying Eric Trump, Page of Cups. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like a Trump. And for what it's worth. Ivanka, oh no, in my fake breathy voice. Oh no, I have nothing to do with all of that. I'm just a hardworking mom. You should be really worried because you're part of You're part of grift.co or griftco. Oh, the plan was interrupted. Knight of Wands, Judgment. Trying to. This is election. It's my card for election day. Plan trying to, but you've got other worries. It doesn't feel like they've been able to do anything like that. I wonder, the patent that she has, what machines are those in? If she has this patent, who's using the patent? What company's using the patent? Going there. King of Cups, full. Tower. You're going down. You guys are going. Your father's an idiot, and your corrupt business is going down. Bye. That's all I'm getting. Moving on. Griftco. 111 something. Oh, Nikki Haley can go whistle. 112. Nikki Haley. Hang on. Black Cat says, I got the Four of Wands and Tower too. Trouble is coming for the Trumps. But we're moving on now to Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley calls for, you'll love this, cognitive tests for older politicians. Of course, starting with Biden. Have several seats. Man, was it man, person, woman, camera, TV or something? It's like a weird mix of, that was like a weird mix of words. And you, I don't know. I think you it's going to sound mean. I think you was able to remember that list because if you put it together, person, woman, man, camera, TV, Holly and France. Yeah. He was able to remember that because it's basically the recipe for PORN. Of course he remembered it. Should have said that. But I'm glad I said that because it's how I feel. All right. Where we are. So, are there going to start being cognitive tests for older politicians? I think before we do that, can we do drug tests? Yeah. And if Trump wants to be back in office, I think for serious presidential candidates too, there should be drug tests. But let's try cognitive tests for older politicians. Who'd pay for it? Not that big a deal, but out in the cold. Okay, just hush. 5 of Swords. Emperor. Insult to injury. She's insulting Biden. Hanged Man. Knight of Cups. Page of Cups. That just feels like a medical worker. She's insulting Biden. This isn't going to go anywhere. She was just being insulting. Yes, Holly and France, and release of taxes should be mandatory. Absolutely. Yes. Oh, boy. All right, so we are at Catherine Rodriguez had a question at 1:15:30. 1:15:30. Catherine Rodriguez was asking, are all the mail-in ballots counted in Virginia? And the reason why under normal circumstances, I would say, oh, that's like kind of a Google question. It'll I'm sure someone a journalist or somebody has looked up to find out, if all the mail-in ballots have been counted. Assuming they got there, DeJoy. Assuming they weren't dejoyed, which doesn't make us overjoyed. Have all the mail-in ballots in Virginia been counted? Page of Pentacles. It's to make Republican voters to make their votes count, or to make them nervous their votes won't be counted. They're pushing this election integrity nonsense. Tower. Fool. 7 of Wands, 8 of Swords, and 4 of Wands. They're still very upset about Trump losing. Feeling like the people on the far right we're on the defensive, and there have to be constrictions so that people like Trump can win. Okay. There have to be constrictions, huh? Are there? Did the Joy make sure that some things didn't make it in time, or got lost in a warehouse somewhere? To Joy, Virginia. Okay. Democrats. Well, we know more Democrats should have gone out and voted. 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. Not enough that would make a difference. Republicans actually won, is what I'm getting. Republicans won. Fruits of labor, and then got what the Democrats were offering wasn't working. And it was the women. Like when McAuliffe was talking about parents shouldn't be able to say what's being taught to their children. Bad idea. That kind of stuff. So that's it. At least that's what history is going to write. We may find out something in future. There was some weird energy around this election, but that's what I'm getting today. Okay. 120. Alan West, who I believe is an African-American Texas Republican. Words that should not be going together, but sure, whatever. Alan West. He was at an airport. Someone asked him to put on his mask. He said, I don't have to put on my mask. And the person said, you're putting people in danger by not wearing a mask. So Alan West reached out and flicked the person's mask off. Are there going to be any repercussions for this? Because, oh, nay. Someone flicked my mask off, I would be livid. Teresa Ford says assault. Something. Alan West. You pulled someone's mask off of their face. Oops. That's what that feels like. Oops. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Peasants. That's what it feels like. Six of Pentacles, World card. Hierophant. Page of Wands and Knight of Cups. Well, this is not going to help you. He was trying to give lip service to this ridiculous lie. This is not good for him. An end of the chapter, end of the book at an institution. This is a far-right message he's pushing, but this is a page, and then this is a Knight of Cups. So Democrats moving forward. He's a GOP candidate for governor. I thought so. This was really bad for his prospects. If you want to do with this whole bodily autonomy thing that they're trying to push, even though they're against women's rights, against reproductive rights, yeah, bodily autonomy, you just pull somebody's mask off. So it's not going to be good for him. Whew. Oh, thank you, Mel. Thank you. Jolise says in the airports, they find people bigly for not wearing them. Yeah. This is not going to be good for him. All right, so 124. This kind of goes with what tomorrow. We're going to be reading on, we're going to have lots of guests who have been kind enough to say they're going to be here. And be happy if just somebody shows up. I'm not picky. But we're going to be reading on 50 years in the future, 2071, because it's my 50th birthday. So I know you've heard me say that 87 times, but some people will come in late. Okay, so Lisa Bennett was asking, will there be a big migration of people moving to the Rust Belt due to climate change? Are basically people going to start having to move north because of climate change? You are kidding me. Mandy of Mary Mac is saying, apparently Alan West was hospitalized with COVID-19 last month. Oh, you scumbag. Ugh. Anyway, Chris, yes, same time tomorrow. Yep, noon, regular time. All right, so will there be a big migration of people? North. Because of climate change. Because there was somebody talking about it. I think it was on MSNBC. It could have been somewhere else. I get news from a lot of places, but the person was saying, actually, might have been at the end of Chris Hayes last night. I'm not sure, but it was saying that basically, if we could get rid of all CO2 emissions right now, just cut them all. The storms and what have you would actually still get worse before they get better. But they would get better because there's already so much. About the money. It's also about where you can grow things. Ace of Cups. Oh, Canada. Hi. You like Americans, don't you? Sometimes. We might be closer neighbors than we are now. Ace of Cups, Justice, Tower, Two of Cups, Nine of Cups. We're going to work together. We're going to get things under control. Heat and rising sea levels. That's going to be the problem. We're completely out of balance. It's doing all kind of damage. We'll work together. Things are going to get better. TDN says, we'll take you. Oh, thank you. But Santa says, my friend in Colorado is already planning to move to the upper Midwest due to the lack of water there. Oh, gosh. Michael Grant says, north to Alaska, the gold rush is on. Yeah. So, but we're going to be okay. And that's kind of where we're going to leave it for today is we are going to be okay. We're going to make it through. We just have to work together and just do the best we can. And, just be yourself, just be kind, and we'll make it through. All right. So that's going to do it for me for today. But it is 1:41 here in Chicago, 1:41 p.m. At 4 o'clock, I will be over at Book Art Media to do creative sprints. Link is in the description. And then sometime around 6 o'clock, I think, Central Time, 7 Eastern Time. But one or the other. Johnny at Tarot's Apprentice, the Tarot's Apprentice channel, he's having another group of readers on, just not to do readings, but to talk. And tonight we're going to be talking about tarot and divination. So he sent me some questions. He sent all of us some questions who are going to be there. And I'm going to get to meet Lena. I've never met Lena. And I am an intrepid viewer. I am an intrepid viewer way back when it was like Kirsten Langston and Rosie and Lena. And that was like it. That was Tarot's Apprentice. As in you get apprentice, journeyman, master, apprentice. Tarot's Apprentice. So, all right. And Lucky Girls put the link in the chat. So have a wonderful rest of your day. If you're interested, you'll be seeing a lot more of me. But anyway, I will definitely see you tomorrow for the festivities, and my cake isn't available. I'm going to check right after this to see if one has come in. But I might just have a slice, and that's it, because I can't actually get a whole cake. That's okay. But I'm still blessed if I can get a slice. All right, have a great rest of your day. Hang in there. You're not alone, and there are good days ahead. There are. I promise. See you later.